Hey everyone! If these stories keep you awake at night, please consider subscribing to the channel and tapping the notification bell. It truly means the world to me. Thank you for being here. Now let's begin. I never imagined that a single sentence could unravel everything I had worked for in my marriage. My name is Emily. I'm 32, and I always believed my husband, Ryan, was unshakable. That no matter what I said or did, he would always be there. I was wrong, so unbelievably wrong. We had been together for 6 years, married for 3, and I always assumed our love was unbreakable. Ryan was a calm to my chaos, the steady hand when I charged through life without a plan. He never raised his voice, never demanded attention, and rarely let me see him upset. Perhaps that was my mistake. Maybe I took his patience for granted in ways I didn't even realize. It all started at a small gathering at a friend's house. Ryan rarely enjoyed parties, crowded rooms, or loud conversations, but he went because he knew I loved him. I laughed, mingled, sipped my wine, and basked in the warm glow of being at the center of attention. Everything seemed normal, light, harmless, until it wasn't. The conversation drifted toward marriage, loyalty, and strength, and without thinking, I said something I thought was a joke. "Oh, please," I said, laughing. If something went wrong, I'd probably have to protect him. He couldn't handle it. Laughter erupted around me. I smiled, thinking everyone would take it lightly. After all, we joked all the time. It was funny, or so I thought. Then I saw Ryan. He had just walked in and overheard every word. His expression was unreadable, almost cold. He didn't respond. He didn't shout. He didn't cry. He simply grabbed a drink, nodded politely, and went silent. I laughed nervously, trying to mask the tension, nudging friends, repeating the joke a little louder. I didn't see the fracture forming right in front of me. By the end of the night, Ryan didn't wait for me to leave. He grabbed his coat, walked out the car, and didn't say a word. I rolled my eyes and whispered something sarcastic to a friend, assuming he was just sulking. I didn't know that this was the beginning of the end. The drive home was silent. I tried to start conversation, cracked small jokes to lighten the mood, asked how he felt. He responded with nods, one-word answers, and a stillness that unsettled me more than anger ever could. Finally, I asked him directly, "Are you really mad about what I said?" He didn't look at me. "It's not just that," he said, calm. "Too calm. It's the way you speak about me, about us, like I'm a joke. You've done it for years, and I've stayed quiet. I can't anymore." I laughed nervously, trying to brush it off. "Ryan, it was a joke." Everyone laughed. "Don't be serious." "It wasn't a joke," he said, finally meeting my eyes. "It's who you are. You made me feel less a man in front of everyone for years." Last night was the last straw. I stared, waiting for the punchline. He didn't have one. He stood, grabbed his jacket, and walked out just like that. No yelling, no fighting, no pleas. Silence. Absolute, suffocating silence. The next morning, I expected him to calm down, to laugh it off like he always did, to shrug it away. But he didn't. He barely spoke. His eyes, usually warm and patient, were distant, as if he existed somewhere I couldn't reach beyond my influence. I tried to engage him, to inject humor, to apologize in my own way. "Come on, Ryan. It's really not that serious." He shook his head. It's been serious for a long time. I need space. I need to step away from this pattern." Days turned into a week. Calls went unanswered. Texts left unread. When I stopped by his office, his assistant told me he had left early. He wasn't avoiding me. He was shutting me out. Finally, after a long, torturous week, I realized the truth. Ryan wasn't coming back. Not like he used to. Not the man I believed would always forgive me. I sat alone in our apartment, scrolling through photos of us, trying to convince myself it was temporary, that he would see it was just a joke, that he would understand I didn't mean it. But deep down I knew this wasn't temporary. He had quietly drawn a line, and I had crossed it. I replayed every moment in my head. The laughter at the party, the nudges, the little comments I thought were harmless. Every word was a brick in the wall I had unknowingly built between us. And Ryan, in his quiet strength, had simply walked away from it. I thought about all the times I had mocked him, belittled him in front of friends, dismissed his efforts and achievements. I thought about the man I loved, who never retaliated, never shouted, never made me feel small, because he didn't need to. His silence spoke louder than any words. And now, sitting here alone, I understood the harshest truth. The joke was never a problem. I was a problem. I had taken for granted the calm, patient man who gave me everything and asked for nothing but respect in return.